Thank you for thinking about booking a challenge with Charity Challenge. We are a multi-award-winning and highly respected adventure travel company operating challenges all over the world. You are in safe hands, and we will do our best to provide you with a fantastic experience. Your International Charity Challenge is made up of a number of services, potentially including international flights, hotels, leaders, doctors, as well as a support team of cooks, porters and drivers, food and drink, road and air transfers, and lots more. For the purpose of this video, we are using an example of a challenge that costs £1,000. For each challenge, there is a specific list of what's included and what's not included on the cost section of the challenge webpage and also in your trip notes. This video will provide you with all the information you need to make the right choice based on the payment options available. We price our challenges as much as 2 years in advance, and the fuel element of the flight ticket can fluctuate significantly before the challenge takes place. As such, we exclude the fuel element from the initial cost of the challenge, and you will need to pay that 10 weeks before your trip. For your reassurance, we have capped the amount you will have to pay, and this is indicated in the cost section on the challenge webpage and also in the challenge trip notes. We will absorb any additional fuel costs. This applies to all participants on all payment options. With the self-funder payment option, you personally cover the full cost of the challenge and raise as much sponsorship as you can for your chosen charity. Every pound that you raise is profit for the charity. In this example, the full cost of the challenge is £1,000 and is made up of the non-refundable registration fee of £300, which is due at the time of booking, with the final balance of challenge costs of £700 due 10 weeks before the challenge departs. You can pay your registration fee in 2 instalments if you wish, with the second payment being automatically taken from your credit card 1 month after the first payment. As you cover the full cost of the challenge, there is generally no minimum sponsorship requirement, although you are still encouraged to raise as much money as you can for the charity. If there is a minimum sponsorship required for your challenge, it will be clearly indicated on the cost section of the webpage for your chosen challenge and in the trip notes. With the minimum sponsorship payment option, you pay your non-refundable registration fee, in this example £300, when booking the challenge and pledge to raise a minimum amount of £1,430 sponsorship for your charity. You can pay your registration fee in 2 instalments if you wish, with the second payment being automatically taken from your credit card 1 month after the first payment. The bulk of your minimum sponsorship target must be sent to the charity 12 weeks before departure, and the remainder within 4 weeks of completing the challenge. 10 weeks before your challenge, if you have raised the necessary funds, the charity will pay the balance of your challenge costs, which will not exceed 49% of your minimum sponsorship target. The charity benefits by retaining over half of the minimum sponsorship and every pound that you raise over and above the minimum. The charity does not pay us for your challenge costs until you have sent them the bulk of your minimum fundraising, therefore protecting the charity from any risk. With the Flexi payment option, you pay your non-refundable registration fee when booking the challenge, in this example it's £300, and make a further contribution of £300 towards challenge costs 10 weeks prior to departure. You will also have to raise a minimum amount of sponsorship for your chosen charity. The bulk of your money must be sent to the charity 12 weeks before departure, and the remainder within 4 weeks of completing the challenge. 10 weeks before your challenge, if you have raised the necessary funds, the charity will pay the balance of your challenge costs, which will not exceed 49% of your minimum sponsorship target. The charity will only pay us for your challenge costs once you have sent them the bulk of your minimum fundraising target, therefore protecting the charity from any risk. The costs and sponsorship levels listed on our website are based on a minimum number of participants on the challenge. We can sometimes run the challenge with groups of fewer people, but there will be a small group supplement. This is payable by your charity if you book under the minimum sponsorship or Flexi options, and by you if you're a self-funder. If a small group supplement is necessary, we will notify you 12 weeks before departure. You can make payment to Charity Challenge when booking online, or in your account area with Visa, Amex or MasterCard, and pay directly into our account. If you have any questions, please get in touch. We look forward to welcoming you onto a challenge very soon.